La Yasha. Marjorie, you stand. While y'all are done, you turn and face the east. Okay, we're going to read the Lord's Prayer first. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shankar. Yahweh. Malakutah. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanawa. Lakum. Ka. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawati now. Kasalak now. Kabawati now. Wala'ah. Tabayan now. Bonasai one. A ball. Hawashine now. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wala'ala. Watapara. La Alanim. Amon. Now in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, and we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. The prayer, the prayer for the power. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bakashah, Nathanael, Hakak, La Parah, Kalmahala, Kalmadawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazariah, Hakak, La Haklim, Hamathim, Hakak, Arakawaf, Hatama Allah, Lagarashan, Bahashem, Yahushua, the water Aman. Now in English, Yahweh, and the name Yahushua. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. All right, the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahushua. Wa Ma'aka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Natazabiyah. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapyan. Ha Saranya. Ha Kotayanyam. Ha Hagwathiam. Wa Hagwathiam. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahushua. The water Aman. Now in English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushua. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohanan. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. All right, we're going to read Psalms 121 in the Hebrew first. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Al-Hahariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izaria, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regal Ka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Sharma, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Al-Yah, Yamyamka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Belialah, Yahweh, Yashamaka, Makau Rai, Yashamar, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tata Akka, Waba Akka, Mayatha, Wa'ai, Iwalam, Amon. Now in Psalm 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee shall not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite me by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. All right, that will be Psalms 83 in the Hebrew first. Alahayim. Al Damayalaka. Al Takarash. Or Al Tashakwat. Al Kayahana. Our Yabyaka. Yahama Yawan. Wamashanayalaka. Nasha'awa. Ra'ash. Al Aimaka. Yaira Yamwa. Sawad. Wayataya I Tazawa. Al Tazapawanyaka. Amawa. Lakawa. Wanakakadam. Magalia. Wala'a. Yazakar. Shom Yasha'ala. Aiwad. Kaya. Noah I Tazawa. La. Yakadwa. Al Yakar. Baryath. Yakarathwa. Alahaya. Adawam. Wamashama Aliyam. Mawa'aba. Wahagariam. Gabal. Wa'aimawan. Wa'aimala. Hashaf. I'm Yeshabia. Tazawar. Garam Ashawar. Nalawa. Aiman. Kaimadian. Kasayasara'a. Kayabyan. Banakal. Kwayashuan. Nashamadua. Ba'ayandaira. Hayawa. Daman. La Adama. Shayatamwa. Narayamawa. Ka'ira. Wakaza Abba. Wakazabak. Wakatazamanai. Ka. Nasaya Kamwa. Ashar. Amawa. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Off. Na'aiwaf. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Kagagala. Kakwash. Lapanya Rakal. Kwayash. Dabaira Yaira. Wakalahaba. Dalahat. Haryam. Khan. Dawadatma. Basa Irika. Wabasabapatka. Dabahalam. Mala'a. Panyaham. Kualawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shimka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Wayabahawa. Ayai. Wayakapawa. Wayaibadwa. Wayadaiwa. Kaya. Atha. Shamka. Yahawa. Labaka. Alyawan. Ka. Ha'aratazar. Aman. All right. Now we're going to do Psalms 83 in the English now. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still,
And be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up their heads.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
in the name of Israel.
may be no more in remembrance.
There be no more remembrance.
For they are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
Slakia. For they had consulted together
Because they consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also joined with them.
Asher also joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot,
They were all children of Lot.
Selah,
Selah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
as to Book of Gesham,
which perished in Endor.
which perished in Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles
They became nobles,
like Oreb
like Oreb,
and like Zeeb.
like Zan,
Yea,
yea,
all the princes,
all the princes,
as Zabal
and Zabal,
and as Zamunah,
and as Munah,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
Let us take ourselves
the houses of Yahweh
the houses of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
O my power,
All my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stove before the wind,
and stove it before the wind,
and as the fire burneth the wood,
and the fire burnt the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame sets the mountain on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempests,
with thy sentence,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storms.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the Most High,
over all the earth.
of all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
All right? Then we get the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahshua,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
punishment and destruction,
and death
and death
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
speak against us.
thy prophets,
Thy prophets,
the
the
teachers,
teachers,
the
the
princes,
princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school.
and the schools.
Send evils.
Send evils and curses.
No, wait for me. Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
and punishment and destruction,
and death
and death
to the heathen,
to the heathen,
and shake loose the
and
treasures
shake loose the treasures
of the rich of Israel
of the rich of Israel.
that refuse to give to the school.
They refuse to give to the school.
Force the riches
First the riches
to enter into thy sanctuary.
to enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction,
and punishment and destruction,
and death
and death
to the Edomites,
to the Edomites,
and the nations,
and the nations,
and their drug dealers,
and the drug
the
dealers,
court system,
the court system,
the prison system,
the prison system,
Planned Parenthood,
Planned Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
American synagogues and armies,
Roman Catholic Church,
Roman Catholic Church,
the Pope,
the Pope,
Islam,
Islam,
Christianity,
Christianity,
Egyptology,
Egyptology,
militia,
militia,
Ku Klux Klan,
Ku Klux Klan,
Aryan Nation,
Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
skinheads,
Posse Comitatus,
Posse Comitatus,
the gay movement,
the gay movement,
the lesbian movement,
the lesbian movement,
spies,
spies,
workers of witchcraft,
workers of witchcraft,
NASA space program,
National Space Program,
Army,
Army,
Navy,
Navy,
Air Force,
Air Force,
Marines,
Marines,
Wall Street,
Wall Street,
open up the internet
open up the internet,
and the airwaves,
and the airwaves,
the cable access channels,
cable access channel,
and the radio channels.
and the radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people
of any of thy people
that seek to stop
that
us
seeks to stop us
and bring swift death
and bring swift death
to all the heathen
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the way
or try to stop us
to try to stop us
from broadcasting your word
from broadcasting your words
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues,
Let loose all the plagues,
cause them to go to and fro
cause them to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and destroy.
and destroy them.
Cause the plagues
Cause the plagues
to come against America
come against America
and destroy them
and destroy them
in their strongholds.
in their stronghold.
Let the plagues
Let the plagues
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahushua,
Let Yahushua,
Michael and Gabriel
Michael and Gabriel
come down with the flying saucers
come down with the flying saucers
and kill all the heathen
kill all the heathen
that come up against
that
us
come up against us.
as we speak thy word.
And we speak thy word,
Called to be known by all
cause to be known by all.
that is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause to be spread
Cause to be spread
through the media
through the media
throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause the shake thy comings.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
All right, Psalm, turn to the seat. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakathum to the brothers. Yahweh Shema and the third by Shem Yahshua to the sisters. Captain of 10,000. You go up during the Oklahoma Sabbath service. And today is Christmas Day for the oppressor. You know, we don't celebrate these God-forsaken holidays of the oppressor. I mean, this is Christmas Day where, you know, kids are waking up playing with toys around the Christmas tree, but not in the ICBK. You see, kids are right here in this Sabbath service right now. You know what I'm saying? And they don't celebrate Christmas, you know, because Christmas is against the Most High. Christmas is satanic, just as satanic as the Christian church, as Christianity, you know. So in the Bible, the Bible tells us not to celebrate Christmas, not to get a Christmas tree and stuff like that. And see, this is just so heavy about and what's so evil about Christianity. So you got the Bible telling us, it's Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1 through 5. Then I tell you all about cutting the Christmas tree down. Now we went over that, and I've been killing that in the classes. So like every class, you know, leading up to this God-forsaken Christmas holiday, I've been going over in the class. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really not going to break that down in the Sabbath service. You know, but that's the precept for like the Christmas tree, telling us not to celebrate Christmas. Don't be like the heathens. You know what I'm saying? That's just so heavy and sad. You have Christmas trees in the church. You know what I'm saying? In fact, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it because the reason why, because a whole lot of Christians are sitting around the Christmas tree right now, letting the kids open toys and they're getting presents and everything, and you don't even know. I mean, you don't even understand. You're sinning against the Most High. Now I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna go to Jeremiah. I'm gonna go to Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Now, this is chapter, and black man, Hispanic man, they've been man, the ones that's not in truth, the ones that's never been in an ICBK class before, or don't know what are we doing, you know. You say we dressing fun and everything. If you think that you're not in the truth, you don't know nothing about the truth. You don't know anything about the Bible. So this precept right here is telling us about the Christmas tree and everything. Because why? It's a Babylonian custom. It's so sad that we don't know these type of things. I mean, do your research. Do your research to understand that the Christmas tree is all about that. It's a Babylonian custom. You know, it's a Babylonian custom. You know what I'm saying? It's like Nimrod. King Nimrod was his mother buried him under the evergreen tree, which is the Christmas tree. And every December 25th, you will come and give presents to the spirit of King Nimrod living in the evergreen tree. Because she said the evergreen tree, of course, those the leaves on the evergreen tree, those little needles, they never die, you know. So she said that King Nimrod's spirit will be living in the evergreen tree. You know, what a crock of BS. His spirit will be living in the evergreen tree. So you would come on December 25th and put presents under the tree for the spirit of King Nimrod. It's so sad and stupid and foolish because nobody's spirit lives in the damn tree. You know what I'm saying? So you're destroyed for lack of knowledge. If you're black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and you keep this garbage of a holiday. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. And just no. And I thought one important ingredient. You would, if you didn't bring a gift for the spirit of King Nimrod living in an evergreen tree, then Semiramis would have your head cut off and hang that on the tree. So every time you hang a bulb, that's synonymous with the heads hanging on, the Christmas trees in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. You can call it a myth or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if you Google this stuff, you can tell so many different crazy stories about what they did in Babylon. So one story I read online, they said they hung penises. They cut the penises off men and hung them on the Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's evil. And the Bible is telling us not to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because why? It's a Babylonian custom. We don't do this garbage. You know what I'm saying? If you black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. So now, let's go to the precept. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel." Understand, black man, Hispanic man, Native man. The Bible is only for us. It's only for Israel, not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Christianity spreads this lie about everybody can be a spiritual Israelite. No, the Bible is directly to Israel. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But the sad part about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't even know we are Israel. They call us African Americans. We take it and run with it. They call us Jamaicans. We take it and run with it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I met a Mexican lady yesterday because we was talking, and I was just telling her that you are not a Mexican. You are Issacharite from the tribe of Issachar. You are the 12 tribes of Israel, something to be proud of. Not the name of a country. I mean, that's crazy. So that's why it's so heavy when it says, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians something that you shouldn't be doing if you're doing it. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Now, who is the heathen? In the Bible, the heathen are the other nations. You know what I'm saying? The heathens are the other nations. You know what I'm saying? People who are not blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The Bible is for the 12 tribes of Israel. So right here, the Most High is telling us, don't be like those people who are not of your nation. It said, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't be afraid of the signs of heaven. Like when you see a shooting star, oh, that means something. That means something. Now, Adam did learn the stars and stuff like that. But over time, the oppressor and other crazy nations of people, they say, oh, they see a shooting star. Oh, so that means something. It means this. It means that. You know what I'm saying? They look at the stars. Oh, that means this. It means that. You know what I'm saying? And get frightened of it. So right here, the Lord is saying, telling us through the prophet Jeremiah, don't be frightened of that, of them. Now let's go to verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. Are vain. Vain means they mean nothing. It doesn't mean nothing. Their customs don't mean nothing. I mean, come on, we shouldn't do it. We shouldn't follow them because their customs mean nothing. It says their customs are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with an axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. Doesn't it sound familiar? Our Christians, doesn't it sound familiar? Now, I mean, you really, if you're sitting here in your living room, open up presents, and you black, Hispanic, and Native, you should feel like a daggone dummy. And you should feel real sad because you're sinning against the Most High. When the Bible is telling us not to be like the heathens. The Lord is telling us in the Bible, don't be like the heathens and keep this service up of evil, but worshiping the Christmas tree. That's what Christmas is about. It's not about Jesus. Christ wasn't born on December 25th. I'm going to go into that later on in the Sabbath service. But they said they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright at the palm tree, but speak not. They need to be born because they cannot go. It means like you carry it in the place. It's like, what? They're not alive. The tree is not alive. I mean, look, if you cut down a real tree, you didn't cut off that tree's growth right there. The tree is dead. That tree is just going to sit there for a little while, and you got to put it in water, and after you take it out of the water, it's going to die. Over time, at the end of the week of Christmas, the trees, you got to throw the tree in the trash. You can't go and plant that same tree. It's dead. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It cannot go. It needs to be born. It cannot go. So why are you talking to it? Why are you afraid of it? I mean, come on. It said, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. I mean, come on, that's telling us right there. I mean, stop doing it. I mean, how many, over the, like I said, the short time I've been in this truth, you know what I'm saying, like, which is over 10 years, why in the world are we keep on going over these precepts every Christmas? And every Christmas, I see blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans running all over the place. I see going crazy at Christmas time, buying Christmas gifts. And we speak at camp. I see some of the same people. Like if you're the same shit in the city for a long time, you see some of the same people walking past your camp, looking and just, shopping, Christmas shopping with bags and everything. Now, why do we do that? Some people know it's a lie. They know that Christmas is just a bunch of BS. You know it is, but you say it's for the kids. So you teaching that kid how to lie to their kids. And then the lies just keep on going over and over and over again. I mean, come on. When are the lies going to stop? And when are the lies going to stop? I mean, come on. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, Christmas is a lie. You're telling a lie. Matter of fact, and let's go to Proverbs and see what the Lord says about lying. Let's go to Proverbs 6:16. Now, this is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. The Lord hates something. You know what I'm saying? Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, good Lord, and hands that shed innocent blood. Good Lord. These things God hates. The Most High God hates. A lying tongue. Now, how many lies do you tell at Christmas time? Huh, Christians? Huh, pastors? How many lies do you tell at Christmas time? So many lies. You lie to your kids. You lie about Santa Claus. You lie about, I saw, you see on the news, the oppressor is talking about, the so-called white man said they're tracking Santa Claus. I mean, like a tracking device. Like you track it, like you track people and track your car and stuff. They say they're tracking Santa Claus. He's going over top of this. He's in France right now. I mean, how many foolish lies can you tell? But see, let the oppressor do it. The Bible is not about him. It's not for him. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Bible is for you. It's your constitution. It's about you. It's about us. So you got to be a real dummy if you follow this oppressor. And they told me they're tracking Santa Claus. That's a bold-faced lie. And God said he hated it. It's something he hates, a lying tongue, to just tell lies. Good Lord. I love the truth because I would be afraid to run around telling lies. If I know that's something God hates, I would be so afraid if I tell a lie. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you come into the truth, you're going to learn to fear the Most High. You telling your kids lies about Santa Claus. Telling your kids lies about Christmas, because the main lie is in the Christian church. Saying, it's Jesus' birthday. It's all about Jesus. It's just about Jesus. Jesus being born. Well, Christ wasn't born on December 25th. Christ was born around about the springtime, around Easter. Because why? Tax time. I mean, tax time. Joseph and Mary were going to pay taxes. The Bible says it. The Bible says Joseph and Mary. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull that for you. This is Luke. Let's go to Luke 2 and 1. I'm going to start in Luke 2 and 1. Now, Luke 2 and 1 now, this is, we're going to read. Then it says, and it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar. See, since Caesar, he's ruling, Caesar Augustus. There a decree from Caesar Augustus. The decree is like a law. He's making a law. He's in the order, that all the world should be taxed. So that all world should be taxed. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to verse 4 and see what Joseph and Mary were doing. And understand, see, America and all these other countries, they take from the Bible. Everything comes from the Bible. That's what tax time now is like springtime. It's around about springtime. Tax time back then was around about springtime. So what? There's a lie that the oppressor told us about Christmas, about Christ being born on December 25th. Because let's read about more of the taxes, because remember now what I just told. Now we did tax time. It's springtime. So now it says, and Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child. Great with child, I mean, she was getting ready to drop the baby. She was getting ready to give birth to Christ. That's what happened. She was getting ready to give birth to Christ. So, you know what I'm saying? They were going to be taxed. So that's what the Bible says, she was great with child. That's what it means in the Bible when it says great with child. Great with child means you are getting ready to deliver your baby. A woman is getting ready to deliver her baby. That's what great with child means. All right? So to be taxed, they're going to go pay their taxes. It was springtime. When the shepherds were in the field, shepherds be in the field in the springtime when it's nice outside, not in the cold, frigid air of winter. They take them in a cave or in a barn somewhere. They don't attend to sheep and animals in the frigid cold of winter. You see the live December 25th is? That's King Nimrod's birthday. I already told you that. That's what you're celebrating. You're not celebrating baby Jesus. That's a daggone lie. You know what I'm saying? So we raised my hand and up. And this is some heavy metal I went past. I didn't stop, but I gotta let you know. Now, the lies of Christianity says that God, he came and overcame overcame Mary. He overcame Mary and put his seed in Mary. So that is such foolishness. I mean, it's such foolishness. You know what I'm saying? It was just basically that Eve was going to get aroused, all right, and she was going to run and get down with Joseph. That's all it meant. They would have sex, and they had sex. You know what I'm saying? But you understand it. Joseph was of the blood lineage. Lineage means bloodline. Lineage means bloodline. He's the bloodline of David. Christ was in the bloodline of David. That's what Christ was supposed to be king. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be king because why? He was on the bloodline of David, the house of David. That's why they said, that when Christ is saying his father David. You know what I'm saying? Because in the Bible, Christ was Solomon in the Bible, reincarnated. Christ was reincarnated anyway. You know what I'm saying? He was 4 different people in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And we've been over that a lot of times in class. Now, but it says what? To be taxed with his spouse, wife, being great with child. So Mary was getting ready to have Christ. She was getting ready to have Christ, and they were going to get taxed. Going to be taxed. So that's telling you right there, the time, December 25th is a big fat lie of Christianity. Christ was not born, he was not born on December 25th. So Christians, you're so evil. You're celebrating, King Nimrod's birthday. I mean, come on, the kingdom was over us. Our African kingdom was over us when we were in Babylon. I mean, come on, that's terrible. But you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you know it. And what did I say before? You said it's all for the kids. It's all for the kids. Well, let's go in the Bible and see the reason why we do things like that. And we be so sinful unto the Most High. And the Most High knows that we are sinful and know that we are evil. Let's go to Exodus chapter 32. Exodus chapter 32, verse 9. Now, and the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Good Lord. And now, come on, let's just let that little marinate a little while. And you got the Most High God saying that we are hard-headed people. We stiff-necked. That's what stiff-necked means. It means you're hard-headed. You're disobedient. You don't listen. That's what God is saying in the Bible. It said blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, he's seen us. He knows the way we are. We are hard-headed as hell. We can tell us something, we still be hard-headed and go against it. So Most High is saying that he tell Moses, I've seen these people. They are stiff-necked people. Man, stiff-necked. And look, this is what, I'm telling you, we just got to thank the Most High if you still above ground, because we supposed to all been dead. The Most High was going to kill everybody. He's going to kill the whole house of Israel. He was going to kill the whole house of Israel, all the Israelites, because this was after we came out of Egypt. Now look, we just came out of Egypt, with Moses. Now we just came out of Egypt, and we still being going against the Most High, still being evil. So the Most High God was going to just kill Israel, all Israel, crush all Israel, and then just make another nation unto Moses. Watch this. After he said just stiff-necked people in 9, verse 10, now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them. Good Lord. He said my wrath. That means he's going to get angry. To wax hot against them. Get real mad with us. You know what I'm saying? Against them. And that I may consume them. And I will make of thee a great nation. You see that? The Most High said he's going to kill all of us and just make Moses a great nation. Now, they would have been new. It would have been new with all Israel just would have been killed. He would have made another nation unto Moses. We were that wicked against Moses and against Moses in the wilderness. Now, verse 11, and Moses besought the Lord his God, and said, Lord, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people? Now Moses went there and just, he was there and went to the Most High and said, don't be so angry with them. Why are you so angry with your people? The people you just brought out of Egypt. And we just seen so many miracles in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? But we still want to be evil. Take it to today's time, we should be dead. Oh, but we still want to celebrate Christmas. We still want to celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas and everything. Although you hear us telling you every Christmas, you're still doing it. I got relatives and family members that still celebrate Christmas. Like I said, I've been doing this for like over 10 years now. And they still celebrate Christmas They still right now opening up gifts, toys for the kids, still going against it. And one reading this right here, the Most High was getting ready to kill all of us and just, hey, make a nation unto Moses. You know? And Moses went and just said, you know, he said he besought the Lord his God and said, Lord, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? You know? Because that was a great power he brought us out of Egypt with. I mean, he killed the whole Egyptian army in the Red Sea. I mean, we some evil people. The nation of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we all deserve death. We can be some evil people. We saw this a miracle of the Lord split the Red Sea. He made the water go up on the sides, and we walked through on the land through the Red Sea. And then when the Egyptians tried to chase us, he closed the water up and swallowed the whole Egyptian army in it. And we still sinned against Most High. We still went against, got in the wilderness and went against Moses. Boy, we are some boy. Man, we are some evil people. You know what I'm saying? Until you come to the truth. This is what we're trying to do for the men of the ITBK and Commanders. This is what we're trying to wake you up. Wake blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians up. And I'm saying, you're being so evil. We deserve death. We deserve death. And you're going to celebrate Christmas. When the Bible's telling you not to celebrate. Moses fought for us. Asked the Lord Most High and said, wait a minute, you know, don't kill him. You know what I'm saying? You just brought him out of Egypt. You know? Verse 12 says, wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, now, for mischief did he bring them out to slay them in the mountains and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath and repent of this evil against thy people. So Moses was begging the Most High to could he just turn from the wrath? Don't kill him. Don't kill him, you know, just, you know, have mercy on him, you know. Then in verse 13 he said, remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and saidest unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. You know? So Moses was really like this fighting for us, you know, for the Lord not to kill us when we deserve death. We deserve death. We deserve death, because how dare us go up against Moses when the Lord just used him. I mean, he came, sent the death angel through Egypt and killed the firstborn of every Egyptian before the Red Sea. I mean, this is before he killed the army of Egyptians. He came through, he sent the death angel through to kill the firstborn of every Egyptian. And we still, this is how stiff-necked we are. This is how hard-headed and evil we can be as a people. You know, when we don't serve the Most High. Now, verse 14 says, and the Lord repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people. You know what I'm saying? He repented of his evil because he thought to do. And he could have killed us, but he didn't do it. So here we are today, all these so many years later, here we are today. And you simple blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians want to celebrate Christmas. Boy, boy, may the Lord have mercy on you. I pray the Lord have mercy on you. You know what I'm saying? We got coronavirus everywhere, and you want to get together with family and friends, and we're going to celebrate Christmas. No, come on, man. Boy, the Most High might kill you. He might kill you while you gather around the table. You might choke on the turkey and the cranberry sauce. You know what I'm saying? You might just die with a drumstick in
big greedy throat, for being stupid, and for being so sinful against the Most High. I mean, it's just evil. You know? It's evil. So we say him, Moses fought for us, so the Lord would save us and not kill us when we deserve death. You know? And we just want to do it for the tradition of Christmas. We got to keep Christmas. You know, it's tradition. You know what I'm saying? Well, it says something about tradition in the Bible. Let's go to Mark 7 and 9. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite things for Christmas, precepts for Christmas. Because this helped me come into the truth. You know, because I wanted to, you know, really just keep the evil of Christmas. You know, and I thought about the tradition, you know, down through time, you know. My mother used to always play the Christmas carols on the record player, and you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We just did Christmas, you know, we did Christmas big. So, you know, when, like I always tell the story when I was living with Sister Kamala and Captain Suckerwolf, you know, they came with the Hebrew Israelite stuff. I didn't want to hear that. It was tradition. Tradition, we get together and presents everywhere, have a big old dinner and everything, you know? It was tradition. I don't want to hear about being a Hebrew Israelite. I ain't want to hear that crap. I want to hear about Christmas and have toys and for the kids and presents and, you know. Of course, I was Christian. I wasn't in the truth. I was very evil. You know what I'm saying? Because I said, well, we just got to keep that tradition. Well, this is what Christ is saying about the tradition. Mark 7 and 9. Full well, it says, and he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandment of God, that ye may keep your own tradition. Good Lord. You reject the commandment. All I read, I told you about Jeremiah. You're going to reject that. We read it in the Bible. We read it in the Bible about Jeremiah. We read about having a lying tongue. So you're lying to your kids. You rejected the Most High. You have a stiff neck like in Egypt. You know, like in the wilderness. I mean, come on. Good Lord. You are doing all this in the name of Jesus. You Christians are evil. You are doing all this in the name of Jesus. I mean, come on. I mean, you're evil. You're evil. I mean, come on. You Christian pastors, I mean, you ought to give your keys over to the ICBK under command of your name. Because you're so evil. Right here it's telling us. I know a whole lot of blacks, Hispanics, and neighborhoods. It's tradition. Oh, down through the years. Oh, man, we always celebrate Christmas. Everybody came together, you know, from my grandfather, you know, to my father, you know. Hey, we always did this. Man, Christ just dropped it on you heavy. Christ just dropped some heavy metal on you. He dropped some heavy metal and said, full well ye reject the commandment of God, that ye may keep your own tradition. This was one of the precepts. I tell you that, man, boy, I tried to comb the Bible to see something that would nullify what Captain Socko was saying. Because he was going against Christmas and turkey and ham and everything. I was like, wait a minute, got to be something. And man, I said a little fake prayer to the Lord and said, show me something that could just really make it better. Make Sister Kamala cook some Christmas dinner, please. And I went into the Bible. And it's mainly because I didn't search the contents or nothing. I just opened the Bible up. And it came to Mark. And I came up on this precept. And when I read that precept, I was okay, I give up. All right, just, you know, whatever. You know? And the funny thing, it's funny because it was around the 4th of July. It was the 4th of July. You know, I was trying to like nullify what Captain Socko was saying, but I read this and said, okay, where do I sign up? When next time I'm going to class? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it's telling us what we do. Christ, this is in red. Christ said, full well we reject the commandment of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That we may keep our own tradition. Good Lord. Did you keep your own tradition of lying? Telling lies to your kids about a fat white man coming down your chimney. I mean, what God is so evil. And it's retarded. How can you fit down the chimney? You can't even fit down the chimney with toys. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense at all. It's foolishness. I mean, didn't you tell kids? I mean, come on, God is so stupid. And it's evil. You know? Now, let's go to let's go to the feast days. Let's go to Amos 5:21. Amos 5:21. Boy, Amos 5:21. I love it because it starts with I hate. The Christians always hating in the Bible. God don't hate. God don't do this. God don't do that. God don't do that. Man, God don't. I mean, come on, man. This is hate that's in the Bible. I went to a church one time, and the pastor said that God don't take nothing away from you. He said Job was demon possessed. Yes, this is like Pastor Cherry. Pastor Cherry said Job was demon possessed. That's why he said the Lord give us and the Lord take us away. He said God don't take nothing away from you. Job was demon possessed. I mean, pastors, you're gonna die for telling your lies, you're lying on the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You might choke on your drumstick this Christmas. I tell you, boy, you really hope it's a nurse in the house. You know what I'm saying? Squeeze that turkey bone out of your throat for being a daggone liar. Now, this is beautiful. Amos 5:21. I despise your feast days. He said he despised your feast days, your holidays, the days you come together for a feast, like you're going to do tonight. Like you're going to do tonight. You Christians out there, you planning your feast. Boy, this might be your last feast. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and you listen to this right now, and you reject the words of the Lord, you might choke on your ham. You might go into an emergency room with a big slab of ham stuck in your throat. You might choke on the macaroni and cheese. Something bad is going to happen. You can't reject this. You cannot reject this. You know what I'm saying? Man, he said, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. You know what I'm saying? Boy, good Lord. The Lord, he don't want to smell your turkey and your stuffing and all your trimmings. He don't want the mac and cheese, all your godforsaken glazed ham. You know, he don't want your pig feet, your chitlins. You Christians are disgusting, evil. I mean, come on. And the Lord said he don't want to smell it. You know, the chitlins smell like doodle anyway, so he don't want to smell that. He don't want to smell it. He know he don't want to smell that crap. You know what I'm saying? Those pigs are, come on, he don't want to smell it. That's what he's saying. You know, man. Now, let's go to, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I gotta bring Amos, what is it? Amos 23, Amos 5:23. Amos 5:23 says, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs. All your Christmas songs, boy, he don't want to hear it. He do not want to hear it. And I'm telling you, man, boy, Nat King Cole, boy, that black smoky Negro, boy, he could sing a Christmas song. Boy, Nat King Cole would sing that song, boy, you could after you hear him sing, you can think you can touch the face of God. Because when he sang "Oh Little Town of Bethlehem" and all type of little nice little Christmas songs and stuff, man, you would say, hey, man, this is Christmas is of the Most High. You would think that, you know? But God calls it noise. He don't want to hear it. He calls it noise. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. Good Lord, the melody. You understand? Melody means like something sounding good. Melody is like, hey, it got melody. Hey, that's sounding good. You know what I'm saying? The definition of melody is like a sequence of single notes that is musically satisfying. That's the definition of melody. So I brought this out in the class earlier this week. The melody it's sounding good. You gonna love Mariah Carey and Nat King Cole singing all those God-forsaken Christmas songs. You gonna say, "Oh, they sound good, so good," and the Lord is telling you they sound good, but it's evil against Him. It's evil unto Him. That's what He said. He don't want to hear it. Although you might, oh man, it sounds so good. Oh, it sounds, oh oh man, I can touch the face of God with this nice song. Oh, it's all about baby Jesus. Look, God said, get the crap away from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear the melody of your vows. This is the Bible. This is what the real Bible is saying. You know what I'm saying? And we destroy it for lack of knowledge of it. Because why we listen to all that BS of Christianity. You know what I'm saying? And celebrating. I mean, come on, man. What in the world is I mean, come on. We were Israel, and you gotta understand. Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and women, we were captives in Babylon. So you're celebrating King Nimrod's birthday, who was the king of Babylon. You see how stupid you are? Come on. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. But you are doing it because we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, something you should celebrate. I'm gonna show you something you should celebrate. Something we celebrate in the ICBK. I love this. I love this, boy. Let's start. Yeah, let's start. Cause I like to do. Let's just start at 23. I think. Should I? Let me see. I love it. Let me just start at 23. Okay, let me see. So I can. Yeah. This is it. You always telling those godforsaken stories about Christmas, which are just all lies. I want to give you this out of the Bible. Something we should celebrate. Like when the death angel came into Egypt. The death angel came into Egypt and killed all the firstborn of the Egyptians. That's lovely to me. That's something that you should. This is something we should keep. The Passover. Because why? The Lord passed us over. And we always remember this. And this is beautiful. Now, while you're sitting around opening gifts, a bunch of foolishness, celebrating King Nimrod's birthday, let's look at this. Now, Exodus 12, chapter 12, verse 22. Now, let's start at 21. Salaki. Let's start at 21. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, now look, we are captives in Egypt. So Egyptians were Africans. You see how evil it is? So many times in the Bible, Africans came up against us. But who do they call us today? They call us African Americans. Every black man in the United States, they call them African Americans. That's so terrible. So terrible. People who are against them, people God destroyed for us, and they call them us African Americans. Boy. Now, then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. Verse 22, and ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it. It's like a paintbrush. When it says hyssop, something like a paintbrush almost, and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin, and none of you shall go out. Should go out at the door of the house until the morning. Then it says, go and kill the lamb, take the lamb's blood. Okay, you're gonna have the blood in like a bucket or something, like I said, the basin. Then you're gonna dip it in like the hyssop. You're gonna dip it in there, and then you're gonna put the blood like a paintbrush. You're gonna put it on the lintel, on the side of your door, and on the top. of the door. That's what it's talking about. You know? And it says, don't go outside until the morning. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians. Smite means to kill. Smite, understand that. Smite means to kill. You know what I'm saying? He's going to smite the Egyptians. And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door. That's why it's called the Passover. That's why we celebrate the Passover. Because the Lord passed over us. He didn't kill us. That's what's called the Passover, because but he didn't allow the death angel to come in and kill us. The Lord passed over us. You know what I'm saying? This is and will not, Slakian. It says the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer, man, to come in unto your houses to smite you. Good Lord. The destroyer. And then the Lord got the death angel named Destroyer. The destroyer. Now, what do we have to fear down here? We don't have to fear anything. You being obedient to the Most High, you don't have to fear the destroyer. Because the destroyer today, the destroyer comes in the way of coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Coming and kill you. But right here, you had a destroyer coming in and killing, the firstborn. Killing the firstborn of the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, come on, that's what you got to celebrate. That's something to celebrate. That's what we have to celebrate. You want to celebrate some foolish holiday, King Nimrod's birthday? Is that stupid or what? Come on, a Babylonian custom. That's what we're celebrating. That's what we're celebrating. Man, he said, then you will keep, come on, that was and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. Good Lord. So the death angel won't come in and kill us. Verse 24. And ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. That's the laws are done away with. Forever. Forever. Why do we stop celebrating the Passover? Huh? Because the oppressor had to allow Easter. When Easter is in the Bible, in that context, is talking about they were going to the Passover. It's not talking about what you said of hiding eggs and Easter bunnies. That's a lie. That's not in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It said be an ordinance forever and for thy sons. Verse 25. And it shall come to pass when ye be come to the land which the Lord will give you according as he hath promised, that ye shall keep this service. You shall keep the Passover. Everybody, every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian should be going to the Passover. This year it's going to be in Florida. Go to ashupk.com and get all your information. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is commanding us to keep that service throughout our generations, always. Verse 26, and it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, what mean ye by this service? What is he saying right there? It says your kids going to ask you, why do we keep the Passover? And you're going to tell them, the Lord came and sent a death angel. Send him, one matter of fact, you're going to watch this class. you're going to watch this class and let your kids watch it. Because I'm telling you, when they ask you that, you're going to tell them the death angel came over Egypt when we were captives in Egypt. We were slaves, and the Lord sent a death angel coming to kill the firstborn of every Egyptian. And that was just something made just to free us. Just to free us. And what are we doing for him? What are we doing for the Most High? We celebrating Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. All a bunch of dumb BS. Man. Verse 26 says, and it shall come to pass when your children may say, what mean by this service? It's telling you that, hey, you got to go in, hey, you got to let them know about it. Let them know about the story of Egypt. You know, verse 27 says that ye shall say, it is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover, who passed over the houses of the children of Israel in Egypt. You see that? When he smote the Egyptians and delivered our houses, and the people bowed the head and worshiped. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord, it said, and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they. They followed the directions of Moses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is so crazy right now and sad that people look at Commander Junior Hana and say, oh, I'm not following the man. Well, Moses was a man, dum-dums. Moses was a man. Commander Junior Hana is a man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High will never leave Israel without a leader. So now Israel's leader is Commander Junior Hana. That's why right here, it's so heavy right here. It's so heavy right here. It says, and the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron. So did they. You know what I'm saying? No, we followed Moses. All right. And it came to pass that at midnight, the Lord smote all the firstborn of the land of Egypt. He killed them all. The firstborn. That means if you're the firstborn child, you died. That was it. You're the Egyptian, you died. That's what the Lord did. The firstborn of those Africans, he killed. He killed them. You know? Just from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne. Good Lord. I mean, even a Pharaoh's son, they killed. The Lord killed him. You know? Until the firstborn of the captives that was in the dungeon. Man, good Lord. The captives in the dungeon, come on. They didn't have no lamb's blood on top of the door. They died. You know? Good Lord. And all the firstborn of cattle, even the cattle. They killed the cattle too. He killed the cattle too. Look at verse 30 though. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants, and all the Egyptians. And there was a great cry in Egypt, for there was not a house where there was not one. There was not one dead. So everybody, it was somebody dead in every house. The firstborn in every house. Good Lord. That's what we celebrate. Don't be foolish and celebrate Christmas, which means nothing. Which means nothing for us. Which means nothing for the Most High. Nothing for Christ. Nothing for the Bible. I mean, it's not in the Bible. It's not of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It's not even, I mean, Christmas, it tells us not to follow Christmas in the Bible. In Jeremiah 10:5. I mean, come on. We destroy people. We destroy people. And this is something you should celebrate. You know? You should celebrate that. You know? Because that's what the Lord did for us. You know what I'm saying? And look, the rest of that story, let me get the rest of that story. Because it's 14. Now this is Exodus. Exodus 14 and 13. Exodus chapter 14, verse 13. Man. And Moses said unto the people, fear not, Now look, this is where the Egyptians coming down on us. The Egyptians coming down on us, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now, Salakia, let me go to verse 12. Exodus 14 and 12. Let me start there. Let me start there. Because now this is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians. For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than we should die in the wilderness. Good Lord. We were so afraid that the Egyptians was coming down on us. You know what I'm saying? So we were afraid the Egyptians were going to kill us. Understand, we stand at the Red Sea. This is before the Lord parted the Red Sea. You know what I'm saying? And Moses said unto the people, fear not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? See the salvation. And check this out. Salvation, this would mean when you Christians always talk about saved. I'm saved. You know what I'm saying? Christ said ain't nobody saved until the end. You know what I'm saying? Nobody saved. He who endures to the end is saved. You know? That's what Christ said. But salvation, hey, how can everybody have salvation? How can everybody have salvation? If the Bible's for everybody, how in the world can everybody have salvation? Huh? Christ got to save somebody. He got to come back and deliver a people. Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He ain't coming back to save everybody. Because everybody don't need to be saved. But blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we need to be saved. We are downtrodden in the earth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We need to be saved. Now, so it says what? And see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. Good Lord. Good Lord. Man, that's what Moses told them. Then he said, the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. Just chill out. Y'all just chill. They sitting there getting all afraid, just like us, just like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, just like we are, faithless, you know, ready to not walk by faith, but walk by sight. What we see trouble, oh, we're going to fall apart. You're not going to follow the Most High. You want to see something. Like certain Negroes tell us, oh, we want to call us when the revolution kick off. You know what I'm saying? Negro, you're not going to see the chariots. When you say dumb stuff like that. Man, now right there, good Lord, that's what you celebrate. That's what you celebrate. Don't be celebrating no foolishness of Christmas. Don't celebrate. I mean, it's foolish. You're gonna sit there and celebrate Christmas? That is foolish. That's foolish. When this was something you celebrate, had the Passover. The Lord delivered us. You know what I'm saying? And he wants us always to remember it. He wants us to always remember what he did. Always remember what he did. So that's why we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. We obey the Most High. But see, with the lies of Christianity, they tell you what the laws are done away with, so you don't have to keep those laws. So we keep on being sinful and keep on dying. Understand, following the Most High, you know what I'm saying, is the solution. And the only people that have the solution is the ISUPK under command of General. That's it. That's it. When you be foolish, I mean, come on, man. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Now, let me see. Let me see if I can do one more. All right. Let me go to Wisdom of, let me go Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and 1. And this is for the man. Yeah, a lot of times at Christmas time, of course, it's the lie about the Most High came down, the Immaculate Conception. The Most High came down and put his holy rod in the Mary, and he put the seed in the Mary, and Mary had Christ. See, Christianity teaches that Christ didn't have a biological father. Now, we've read that Joseph was the blood lineage of David. That's the only way Christ can have the same blood as David is, or Joseph was his biological father. Joseph was the father. Mary and Joseph had sex. Now, let's go to this Wisdom of Solomon. Now, and I said, if you get in our classes, you'll know that Christ was Solomon too. I mean, what I'm trying to say is Christ, of course, was reincarnated. Versus Solomon, that's why Christ was calling David. Christ called David for his father. Because Christ was reincarnated. He was Solomon. So now Solomon is given, how he came in. And he's telling you that about there's only one way you can come in to be a human being. Christ bled on the cross. Now, if he was just a spirit, he wouldn't even have died on the cross. He couldn't even get nailed to the cross. You know what I'm saying? If he was immaculate conceived. Now, let's read this, the Wisdom of Solomon, for all you saying that God came down and put his seed in Mary, and you people are foul. You Christians are goofy. Now, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 1. This is King Solomon talking. I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was made, that was first made of the earth, And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh. Fashioned to be flesh. That means come out and be a human body, a human being, just like I am. Just have skin on my bones and everything, to be alive, to be human, not a spirit, Fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man, Understand, Christians, the seed of man. Come on, we all grown up now. Seed is sperm. And only the man carries the sperm, the seed, you know what I'm saying? And they have sex with a woman. That's how babies are made. Come on, let's not be stupid, Christians. Now, the seed of man and the pleasure that came with sleep. The pleasure that came with sleep is talking about sex. You know what I'm saying? Intercourse. This is what the Bible's talking about, you crazy Christians. I'm just helping you out. You know what I'm saying? But you come with the buffoonery all the time. You got to cut it out. It's foolish. Now, verse 3. And when I was born, I drew in the common air and fell upon the earth, which is of like nature. And the first voice which I uttered was crying. Babies cry when they come out. Okay, that's the first voice you hear of a baby is crying. He said the first voice he uttered was crying, as all others do. I was nursed in swaddling clothes, and that with cares. For there is no king that had any other beginning of birth. Come on, no other king. Come on now. No other king. Christ was our king. You know what I'm saying? no other king had a beginning of birth. Look, verse 6. For all men have one entrance into life, and the like going out. Okay, Christians, stop being foolish. See, if you knew the Bible, you would know that these things are in the Bible. Letting you know that the Immaculate Conception is a lie. It's stupid. It's goofy. You know what I'm saying? If what you tell, I mean, it's the same fairy tale lies you tell the kid about Christmas and all that garbage. You know what I'm saying? It's just telling you. For all men have one entrance into life, and the light going out. That's not hard to figure out. That's not hard to figure it out, black man, Hispanic man, Asian man. See, the foolishness of Christianity got us all brain locked on stupidity. And we just think, we just stupid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're not thinking in this place. We're not thinking in this place, man. You know, so we got to really, truly, come on, man. Get into this truth and understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the foolishness of Christmas. Come on. It's a straight up demon that gives you that Christmas spirit. That Christmas spirit is a demon. And now, here it is, December 25th. You are around the Christmas tree with toys for your kids and presents and the godforsaken dinner. And you're celebrating King Nimrod's birthday. Boy, don't you feel stupid? I would. You know what I'm saying? But see, this is to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the scripture says spare not. You know what I'm saying? Scripture says cry out and spare not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to spare you and have, I'm not going to have feelings for you, or feeling bad because I hurt your feelings, or, you need your feelings hurt. You need to come out of that stupidity of Christianity. That's what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go get your grandma. All right, Marjorie, you stand. La Yasha Allah. Marjorie, you stand. Welcome, y'all. Turn the face to the east.